I'm not comparing you to an onion, okay? You smell good.
Aww.
What I'm saying is like when you...
For those who don't quite fit in and never wanted to. I'm Sophia Angelica, and this is the Non-Conformist. Welcome back to the Non-Conformist podcast with Sophia Angelica. If you do not know me, I am a singer-songwriter and a public speaker and a non-conformist, which is something we'll talk a little bit more in the podcast about. Today's guest is someone who literally teaches the world how to speak differently and makes it feel less like school and a little more like just fun, you know. Alejandra Alfonzo is a certified English and Spanish teacher, a multimedia content creator with a passionate global audience, and a creative force who uses pop culture, humor, and real-life connection to make language learning fun, accessible, and empowering. She's also a freelance reporter for Telemundo and a voice for Latinidad, culture, and identity throughout her social platforms. Alejandra didn't follow this traditional path, right? She built her own path. And in doing so, she shows us how language can be a tool for identity, community, and self-expression. Alejandra, welcome to the Non-Conformist.
Thank you so much, Sophia. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here. As you may have seen on my social media, if you do follow me, we do a lot of videos together, so I'm excited to have this conversation.
Yes, I love this podcast. I love it so much. I love the name, Non-Conformist.
Y puede ser en inglés, it could be in Spanish, it doesn't matter. Could be bilingual. So first of all, to learn a little bit more about you, what inspired you to become a teacher and transition that over to social media?
Oh, wow. Well, since I was studying in college modern languages, I started working as an English teacher to young kids. Then I started my own English school academy after school. Then I moved to the States and I switched to teach Spanish. And then in 2020, the pandemic, it brought TikTok. And I found on TikTok a way to record my own videos. And I was able to put text on top of my head to say the word in English and in Spanish, and then save the video and send it to my students on WhatsApp. But people on TikTok on the platform started like, oh, I like the way you teach. How do you say this in Spanish? So how to say something, it's one of my formats.
No, and I love that format. And it's like a catchy format. Like, I think people want to keep watching it because they want to know what the next word is. And I know we've spoken about this before, but social media can be pretty isolating. Kind of like you're posting and you're teaching Spanish, but you don't really know what you're doing until maybe you hear comments back that tell you, wow, I learned from you, right? So when did you realize that you were building a community more than just posting and just teaching Spanish?
Well, on the DM, some people are sometimes shy to leave comments on my videos or posts. And then on the DMs are like, oh, I've been following you since 2020 and I love your videos. And I recently got a DM like that. And I was like, really? My videos are... No, I don't like to watch them from 2020. The ones from 2020.
I'm like that with my music. I'm like
embarrassed.
I'm like, I don't want to listen to my album that I released, which the cover's right behind you.
Oh, no, but this is...
Well, this one.
Okay.
That is my mother. I kind of leave her there to watch over me as I talk to people.
It's a family of artists. Your mom, you, and your brother is talented too.
He is. You have no idea. Today, he saved me. Like, I was trying to figure out something on my computer, and he's a Mac systems administrator. And I was like, yeah, I would have not been able to figure this out on my own. He grabs my laptop, and he's like, oh, so the... blah, 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 blah. He starts saying all of these acronyms that I have no idea what they mean. And I'm like, yeah, totally. Yeah. And he fixes it and he figures it out. I'm like...
Nice. He's a genius.
Yes, computer genius. Yes.
Genius.
If you need a computer guy.
Sophia's brother.
Literally. And yeah, that's my mom doing Frida Kahlo.
Yes.
But... So you use pop culture moments to teach language concepts as well. Like you, for example, Bad Bunny, the Super Bowl, right? Yes. So you use that to teach a few concepts as well on your social media. So why does that work so well with your students?
Because I started having students telling me, oh, I want to learn Spanish because I love Bad Bunny. And so Bad Bunny was one of the reasons they felt like connecting with the language. So it's an impact. It's a social impact in of this year, or not from this year. It's actually from 2023. People started like, hey, become more interested in learning Spanish. And not only Bad Bunny, also Shakira. People were like, oh, I want to understand La
A lot
Loba.
of
What is she
artists, yeah.
saying? So yeah, so it's a beautiful thing that music has. It has magic. Like it captivates so many other people from other countries, across the world, and they want to feel like, okay, I want to understand what is this singer singing too. So
Mhm. And how do you balance in your content like that sense of like entertainment and education? Because as we know with content creation, a lot of it is entertainment based, and people are watching it not only to be educated but to enjoy the content, right? So how do you balance that and find like a sweet spot that people will like have fun with it, but that they'll actually learn something?
Oh, well, I have to consider that I have different audiences and I create content for all of them because they are all part of my community. There are people who want from me like the teacher explaining a grammar topic, and sometimes I do that. But I like to balance it with humor because I know that when there's a memory in your life, like something not only funny, could be something emotional. You remember things because of it. And the language as well. Like if there is a lesson that they feel like connected and it's funny, they're going to keep watching those videos. So I create fun content like that. But at the same time, I try not to be, well, first of all, I'm not a comedian, so not all my videos are going to be super funny.
Hey, I think you're funny.
But thank you. Thank you. I think you're funny too.
We've done some funny videos together.
Yes. But I don't want to be like the goofy teacher all the time. I mean, I have a balance and I like to keep it that way because if not, then it demands from me that it has to be funny. Oh my God, I really admire comedians because it's not easy to make people laugh.
And especially talking about serious topics and being funny about it.
Yes.
like what I try to do with my music, where it's like I want it to have social impact. I want it to inspire people or be impactful, but at the same time I want it to be fun and entertaining and or emotional and connect to people. Right. So like it's hard to find that balance as an artist. And most artists have to find that balance. I mean, unless they're just going to make music about nothing, right? which happens more often than you think. But I like to try and find that balance between social impact and education and fun. Because I think the only way, just like you said, that you truly actually learn from something or get inspired by something is if it connects to you in some way. So cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers on that.
For the content. And I also have because when I was creating this format of how to say things, I was also thinking about Spanish speakers who are learning English. Like one of my friends who's learning English, she told me once, Ale, I learned from this video you say how to say bundle up in Spanish. I did not know what bundle up was. And thank you for that. So the format, it works for both learners.
Wow.
Spanish and English speakers. And sometimes my friends who are learning English, they send me, a lot of ideas. Ale, you should do this, you should do this. And I was like, yes, but you like this video because you're learning English. My content, it's about Spanish. I can use the format to,
it works both ways,
both ways, but I appreciate the help that I've got from friends and content creators as well.
Well, I love hearing that you have these actual breakthroughs through those videos. To many, it might seem like content in general. I speak to a lot of people and they're just like, oh, content's silly, whatever. But nobody realizes how impactful content can be, even a 15-second video. And a person could have a breakthrough just because of that 15-second video. And you've been in traditional educational systems as well. Yeah. So how do you feel like the traditional system possibly devalues in a way that sense of entertainment and joy when teaching something?
Yeah, so I like this podcast very much because when you say that we feel like we don't fit in, we don't fit in certain fields. Sometimes I feel like I don't fit completely in the educational serious world. I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm super serious. Like I remember people telling me, but you should have like a board and wear some glasses. And because they
Look
want
like
me
the teacher.
exactly the traditional teacher. And I'm like, well, you actually can learn from everywhere and from anybody. Like I'm on the beach. Hey, look, how to say, and I'm wearing a bikini. You can
I love
you
that.
can learn from everywhere. So yeah, so that's the
Straying
thing.
away from traditional.
Yes. Yeah. So when I was in the university, there are methods that professors want you to follow. Like you should do this, no translation. And many people, many teachers, I feel like they're kind of like they have this narrow mindset, like it's this way. And apps such as Duolingo, which I'm not against it, they don't like it. They, oh no, this doesn't work. I'm not going to say that you learn completely a language from Duolingo, but it's like I compare it to like your skincare routine. You have different steps and you have a toner, a moisturizer. I hope this podcast guys will be like, I don't have a skincare routine. But
Hey, you'd be surprised.
you'd be surprised, true. But let's say you use different things, right?
My
to
brother's
accomplish
like,
that.
I wash my face in the morning.
And that's it. And soap. But one of the things you use, or let's say you're a recipe, let's use this analogy, a recipe. You're cooking, you use different ingredients. That's how you learn a language, using different methods and people and teachers and coaches. So one of those ingredients, it could be Duolingo. Are you really going to make the recipe by just using one ingredient? No. So the same way, you're not going to learn a language just by using a learning app. You might need to talk to real people.
Yeah, you need to
talk to a coach so this person can guide you through the map of learning. This is the first step. Second step, take this. Don't overwhelm yourself with so much information out there. I want to take these shortcuts. Many students want hacks. They want things fast. Shortcuts. I'm sorry, but there are no shortcuts with learning languages. It's hard. And that's one of the things. I do not align with there are schools and there are businesses schools, and they want to sell you like in 6 months you're going to be fluent. No. So I know from experience and from the university, like, hey, you can't. There's no way. I mean, it depends, but it's a marketing strategy. Like lose weight in 3 months. It's like that.
In show business, it's like those signs that say Disney, casting directors will see you if you pay for this, this, and that. And they're scams. They make you pay for portfolios that are maybe $5,000, but you don't need a portfolio. You need a good headshot, and that's it. Like, it's something my mom talks about a lot when she gets interviewed about show business, where there's so many scams out there. There's just marketing tactics, and they're like, we can guarantee you'll be on Disney. It's like, nope, that is not how the business works, right? Even in music, we can guarantee your music will be paid on radio stations, or that it'll get on playlists, right? And it's this exorbitant amount of money.
Wow. But I like that honesty. We need that. Like people telling you the truth. Hey, no, it's hard work. You need this.
Yeah,
you just only need a picture and show yourself, and you need to take classes and practice.
Yeah, you need to work for it. And as we know, it's like something else that strays a little bit away from the traditional system is that, in schools, maybe they teach, they'll teach words, they'll teach phrases, they'll teach sentences, they'll teach the language, right? But they might not teach the culture. And a big part of what goes into language learning is also learning a bit the culture. Because that's a big part of language. Language is culture. So in which ways does like culture show up in your content? I know sometimes you make food content as well.
Yes.
And then you combine that with the how do you say, right?
Yes. Using through recipes, food, and you can learn a lot from different countries, Spanish speaking countries and the differences. And because we are all siblings, but we're not the same.
Yeah.
So like in terms of food, like in Mexico, people eat more spicy food. In Venezuela, we don't eat that much spicy food. It's not common. But yeah, cultural things, everything. When it's about music, when I'm showcasing a singer, when one of the videos, when I'm saying how to say, for example, banana in Spanish. In Venezuela, we call it cambur. In Dominican Republic, guineo. So I'm showing the differences, the variations of the Spanish language. So in different ways, I'm trying to accomplish, you know, teaching everybody out there that culture is important when you are learning a language, so you understand people better. And what Latinos, what we are, is we are warm. We like to have fun. We like good music.
Yep.
And we are very welcoming. Like if you come to our house, we're going to treat you like you're another member of the family. If we have a party, we want you to dance with us, vibe with us. We're very happy people. So that's what I'm trying to do with my content.
No, I love that. It's important to educate about that too. And to educate about the nuances in it, right? Like, just like you said, you know, Venezuelans are a certain way, Mexicans are another way. Like, here in the US, I feel like it's simple to be like Latinos, period. Like, there's no differences in all of them, right? But there are the nuances and the differences, right? Like, look at you and look at me. We look very different.
Of course.
And you go to Latin America and you see those differences as well.
We look physically different, but I sing as good as she does. I'm kidding.
yes, you do. We're gonna prove that. We're gonna prove that at the end of the podcast. So do you ever feel this pressure, like socially or professionally, of needing to like fit in or teach Spanish a certain way or do something a certain way? And how do you like overcome that?
The pressure can come from sometimes friends or that want recommendations like you should be doing this, and I'm like, that's this person thing, and this person is doing a great job, but this person is authentic, so I don't like to copy that style. So I like to, you know, follow my own I don't know, gut. Like I feel like doing this, I feel this is going to be entertaining and or educational. I say funcational. I like that. And I believe me or not, when I go to these content creator events, I learn so much from everybody, and I always get so inspired. People can be younger than me or older than me, but they're different. They're doing something different, and it tells me something. Like you can have an occupation or a profession, any profession you have, but you can express yourself. I created a video with Aveline. She's an hygienist.
Yeah, dental hygienist.
And she's very good at like explain, and I love, you know, taking care of my teeth and explaining to you floss with a toothpaste and then do that. And in a fun way, I learned something on social media. And yes, a dentist can tell me that, but she's doing it on social media. So she's showing her passion, what she does, and she's teaching you in a fun way. So I think everybody has that like artist part or artistic or creative or ways to teach things, either customers, patients, or people who want to do those jobs as well.
And it shows like your authentic representation as well in your own way of what you do. Like you said, authenticity. Most important thing. And I hear this a lot, and I feel like a lot of people have trouble finding their authentic self because they feel the need to follow trends. Social media within itself has its own conforming space where everyone feels the need to follow a trend to succeed or to do well on a video. You know, I'm guilty of it myself. You know, I'll use a trend, but I'll still connect it to my cause or to things that I'm talking about. But it's like almost like the algorithm itself on social media, you know, pushes for you to blend in by using trends in some odd way.
True. It's true. The algorithm. But I think I think you're doing pretty well. I've done trends too. Music that is trendy, I've used it too. But there are other videos where I'm not doing that.
Right.
And I know that there are other videos where you're not doing that either.
Of course
it's
not.
you're telling things about you, your career, your story as a musician. So as a singer, your video, how it ended up and all that stuff. So I think you need the point of being a creator is because you're creating something new. You cannot be doing trends all the time.
Agreed. And being a Latina, what stereotypes have you heard? This is a topic, you know, that I talk about a lot. So, like, what stereotypes have you heard, and what stereotypes do you feel that you've broken? And if someone's like says like a Latina's like this, and you're like, but I don't do that.
Well, when people see me, obviously, I look like I'm the stereotype of a Latina: dark hair, long hair, the color of my skin, and But let's say in a moment I was struggling because I wanted people to take me more seriously. Like, hey, I'm a teacher. Hey, stop.
Like not the fiery Latina thing,
Yes,
right?
no, don't DM me like, mommy, when can I take you out? Like, no, no. I mean, or I want to learn Spanish. Okay, when do you want to? Which days would you like to start? Yeah, but I will also like to take you out. I'm like, no, that's not.
It's not how it works.
It's not. But the stereotypes, I think it was something in my mind, and then I was like, Alec, just be yourself, because when I'm doing skits and because I also enjoy, as you do, acting.
Yeah.
And when I create those skits, maybe friends or family, my cousins would be like, Ale, that's so embarrassing, you're doing that. But for other people who are, I don't know, students and professionals, they're like, that's awesome, I learned that, I laughed so much. So that's the moment where I feel like, oh my God, I might be missing, the professional way of people looking at me. But at the same time, no, that's being me.
Yeah.
Another artistic side of me that I want to express. But yeah, stereotypes, it's everywhere, like
Everywhere.
everywhere. And
I mean, it's not only the US stereotype of Latinos, right? It's also our own stereotypes within our own cultures and like within our own countries, right? Or representations. So like even the comments I get on my videos, like a good half of them are from Latinos saying that I can't be Latina. And I think it's just like the stereotypes are so ingrained in pop culture that even if you live in a Latin American country and maybe you live in a certain part of a Latin American country that maybe, you don't have 100% that diversity, and you have this one way of looking at it, that's fine. It's all different perspectives, right? But at the end of the day, it's all about education and learning about all like the multicultural ways and like the different facets of Latinidad, because like there's a spectrum, just like anything, just like in human nature there's a spectrum of any traits, any like anything that you might believe, it's just there's a spectrum. So it's really funny when like I get these comments, but I understand the perspective. I'll be like, that's fine. Like, I understand that's where you're coming from. I'm going to explain it in my way and the way I see the world. Everyone has their own perceptions, and that's okay.
True. The one I got, sorry for interrupting you.
No,
go
ahead.
You are the feisty Latina. And there's a stereotype for like Latinas, we are feisty. We like to argue. We like to yell.
Yep.
I'm not like that. So I've never been that feisty Latina.
No, I had
So I don't.
I had someone literally be like, no, the last Latina I went out with was like, we argued all the time and we're feisty or whatever. So I stay away from Latinas now. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even close to like that. But like, it's not like every single Latina is like that, I feel like that is a personality trait.
It's a personality trait.
It's not like a cultural thing.
No.
like so many of the stereotypes are personality traits, like it's not supposed to be like a particularly cultural thing, but like, yes, there's the thing that Latinas get more emotional, right? Like they're very emotional, right?
We're passionate.
Yeah.
We are warm. I am warm. Yes.
Yeah, I think that comes from the culture of family.
True.
And being close to your family and growing up in communities with friends and family and consistently like socializing and everything. I think that may be where that comes from. But let's say that there's a Latino who lives in another country and they grew up very deprived from that, that they're not going to suddenly become warm. So I think that really it's based off of your surroundings and personality trait as well. I feel like it's a double thing. Like even in the US, I grew up in the US, but I grew up in a very warm household.
Yes, very
So
warm household.
it's
Sure.
like if I go out and I find cold people, I'll be like, "Ay, qué frío." You know? But that's because I grew up like that.
Yes.
And like whether or not I'm Latina, like if they were warm to me, I'll be warm.
Yeah, I think generalization it's never a good way to go. Never make generalizations about any culture, any group of people, any country, because you find so many different people, so many subcultures. I think in the US, there's not only one culture, there are many subcultures in it.
Really? No, it's always been really interesting for me. Because there's subcultures everywhere. Like there's subcultures within a family itself. Like
Yes.
like you ever notice that like la hermana no se lleva bien con la tía or whatever?
Yeah.
It's like everyone's just different and unique. That's the way I like to say it. Like human.
But
Yeah.
it is like even in a country, different regions, they have different
Yeah,
traditions.
yeah.
People from the south, from the north, they do this, they say things like this. It's
Yeah.
different. It depends.
What do you feel you've learned about yourself through content creation and through these communities?
Through content creation, I think it was the thing that I'm not oversharing too much about myself, that I'm actually like this and I feel good about this. Like I'm not like an open book, like you will get to know me so deep. I mean, I have my own barriers. And also because I want to keep my account accessible for everybody who wants to learn Spanish and get to know about the Latin culture. And I don't want to do it so much about me, Alejandra, as a person. But people can tell by watching my videos and that, oh, she's funny. She knows what she's talking about. I hope they think of that. I mean, I can learn from her. Her videos are fun, this and that. And I learned a lot from the community of content creators is that you never stop learning from everybody, and the more creative you can be, so go for it. Like the craziest idea, go for it. Like don't overthink too much. Don't tell everybody, oh, what if I do this? What do you think about it? Because people have their own perceptions.
Yeah.
And they see you in a certain way. Like if you come up with something new, they will be like shocked, like that's not the persona that I know from you. So in order for, you don't want to please your friends and your family members all the time. You want to, follow what you want, because life is short, so just do it. And then you'll find, because there's an audience for everybody, your audience will find you.
No, I love that. And speaking about not wanting to please everyone, again, you followed your own traditional path in what you're doing by teaching Spanish through social media and not taking that traditional educational route. So how would you define nonconformity, and how do you feel like being a nonconformist possibly would help you as a person?
Well, I always think that it's great to keep learning, and yeah, you definitely need to keep learning and you need to question everything, even the truth that you have always heard. Like, hey, there is this only method where you can learn a language. No, what if there's another one? No, but these are the only books that are going to help you. No, what about this tool or this app or these other resources or tools? And when I was in a university, this teacher told me, she wasn't very nice to me, but she said something like, I think it wasn't her day. Okay. She said, because the assignment was a test, designing a test to test the students. So I used too many graphics.
Word of a word.
I used too many visuals and graphics and images, and she came up to me and said, you will never be able to test anybody. And those words were not nice to hear, because you're a professor and then you're supposed to be, encouraging students to be better. And at the same time, I was like, this is so ironic, because I have this English school, I'm teaching kids and it's working and I'm testing them. And this professor at the university is telling me this. I bet it's because she heard that has worked for her, but it's not working for me. So sometimes even the theories or the thesis, it's like you need to maybe go back to them, use another sample, try the same methods again in these current times, because things are changing and you have to be a nonconformist. You need to be able to be open and relax, like, yeah, what about this way, why not, and look at the kids, how they're learning, and look at younger generations, what do they like, what do they feel like, I don't know, their tendencies. I like to watch this video, and then you study them, that why do they like to watch the video. I don't find I have no clue what's the fun.
Everyone learns different. Yeah.
Exactly.
And everyone teaches different.
Correct.
Like, yeah.
And I come from the thinking, every head, cada cabeza es un mundo. Every head, it's a different world. So how come we're going to learn in just one way? So we
There's
need
no way.
to be able to be open enough to, switch sides, think as the other is thinking, and hey, so maybe this person can learn using this technique and not this one,
No, 100%. And like, how has this journey changed the way you define success? Because many people define it with having a 9 to 5, winning an award, or like the general path of doing things, right? So how would you define success knowing what you know now?
I think success is being in the present moment and being happy, honestly, nowadays.
I like that.
Because we are so blessed, and we're doing what we like to do and working on the things we like to be working. That's success in life, and enjoy being able to really be present in the moment, enjoy the company that, and by enjoying the company that you have at the moment, it's amazing too. And success, yes, I know that, because of there's like a society way of thinking of the system, like, okay, if you have this amount of money, if you win these awards, then you are successful, like this is the equation. But again, question everything. What if that is not the equation for everybody? What if just you start doing, like, I feel blessed, honestly, that I met you. I think you're very talented. You're very competent. You're not just someone who has a beautiful voice. When I talk to you, I learn from you. And it's like, when you have an onion and you start peeling, and you're like, wow, this person is deep. I'm not comparing you to an onion, okay? You smell good.
Aww.
What I'm saying is, like, when you spend time with new people and then you get to know them better, and then you feel like, wow, this is such a blessing. Like, I'm learning from this person that is highly talented, creative, such a great artist, such a great human being who's fighting for human rights. So this is awesome. Like, this is, I would consider part of my successes in life, being surrounded by people like you.
Well, I feel blessed to have met you too. No, you.
No, you.
I will say that for me, it was hard to find that passion for content creation. Like, I don't think I'd be sitting here doing a podcast or thinking that I could do a podcast if I hadn't met like this beautiful community and you know. But like, at the end of the day, my difficulties are always technical, if I could,
recording.
If I could just sit down and talk, I would. And I love, of course, sharing my point of view. That's part of why we all do content. But I love hearing like perceptions of others, because at the end of the day, you are learning. Like, a lot of people do it maybe to share their point of view and to be the center of attention. But I think at the end of the day, it's an exchange, whether it's between friends or between viewer and creator, or between teacher and student. Because you can learn a lot from your students too.
Oh, yes, I do. They have become my friends too. And that's a wonderful thing.
I love that. Like, I also teach, but voice and acting. And a lot of these kids become, like, I say they're like my kids. Like, like, I just adopt them and they're just part of the family. And I think that's something we lose a bit when it comes to education as well, where, it takes a really special teacher to make it feel like home, rather than I'm sitting here and I feel pressured to do something.
Sure. It's very rewarding when your students are learning things.
Yes, I had a student come back after the summer saying, I've been writing songs all summer and now I want to be a songwriter, and I never even thought of it before. And I'm like,
Wow.
It's like my heart.
Mhm.
I was like, please keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. Like, I'll help you. Let's go.
Beautiful.
And that's the rewarding part.
Yes. Yes. Appreciate those moments. It's amazing. Yeah, when students accomplish, like, hey, I was able to go to Ecuador, and I had this conversation with this local, with this person, with the whatever, the waitress, and then I was like, yes.
I love that.
I feel like I have this sunglasses, like, yeah, I did it. Just kidding.
Emoji.
I didn't do it. They did it because students need to study, so that's our work too.
So on this topic, like, what impact do you feel you want to leave with your content at the end of the day? Say 10 years from now, this stuff stays online forever, right? So unless you delete it all. But what impact do you feel you want people to take from it? Besides, I guess, learning Spanish, what would be like your message attached to it?
I would like people to see that the learning experience, it doesn't have to be something stressful. Mm-hmm. And that they have a different journey, and it's okay, different progress, and it's completely fine, that they don't compare to others. I want them to feel free to vibe with the Latinos, because we're very welcoming. Talking about teachers, I want them to feel inspired to be, if they want to be silly, if they want to come with a skit, if they want to come, I don't know, playful with the way of teaching, do it. Like, create funny exercises or fun activities. Adults, well, there's a difference when you teach kids and adults. The thing with kids is, like, they don't care about making mistakes. But adults, they don't want to make mistakes. We don't want to be making mistakes. We care about what others think, about what our teachers think about us all the time.
Well, I think that's why when we become teenagers, we feel that need to fit in. Like, because of that, we're afraid to make those mistakes of being different.
Yes. And so you don't want to make mistakes, and then you're missing the chance of creating a nice memory of you making a mistake, and we're all laughing, and then you will remember, oh, I remember I made this mistake, but I know how to say it, which is in this way. So don't be afraid of making mistakes.
I love that. Yes, don't be afraid of making mistakes. I always say, don't be afraid to look silly. What I do in my music, like, often vocalizing before you sing or doing exercises before you sing, you look silly. Like, it's like, you look hilarious. It's like, la 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 la, right? And it's like, I was
gonna ask you how I said it.
I'm walking around my house like, oh, and everyone's like, are you okay?
So funny.
And it's like, yeah, you know what? Like, you're gonna have to get used to it. Like, but part of your craft and part of being who you are, it's like, there's nothing wrong with being silly. Like, and
there's nothing wrong.
Like, doing what you gotta do,
Exactly.
Like, being silly is what I gotta do. But if being silly is part of your personality, like, let it go. Like,
yes.
So I have a tradition at the end of my podcasts of writing a little jingle on the spot based off of 3 things that you may want to share. And it could be the 3 main things that we spoke about in the podcast, or it could be if there was something else lingering that you wanted to make sure that got across.
Keep learning.
Okay.
Laugh at your mistakes, and enjoy the moment.
I will come up with a random melody based off of these lyrics that Alejandra supplied me.
Wow. Okay.
Keep learning. Laugh at your mistakes and enjoy the moment with the Non-Conformist.
Yay! Oh my God. Aren't you talented? Oh my God. Wow. That was great. I didn't know that I was going to be a songwriter in this podcast. Thank you.
Honestly, I always say anyone could be a songwriter. Just like, write what's in your head and just hum something out loud and something will happen. It'll just come out. Yes. That's why we do collaborations.
Yes.
Send me some lyrics, I'll sing it for you.
I love it. I love this.
But I want to say thank you so much for being here and for sharing your journey with us. Alejandra's story reminds us that nonconformity isn't just about breaking rules. It's about creating spaces where people can learn, grow, and be seen and connect. My last little thing is always spread love, not stereotypes.
I love it. Nice.
And this is the Nonconformist. Thank you so much, Alejandra, for joining me.
Thank you, Sophia. This was so much fun. Thank you.